Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. You know, over the past 6 months, 90% of our forecast areas had below normal rainfall each month, and those deficits have accumulated. To really get us out of the drought, that is, we need about 5 to 7 inches of liquid over a chunk of our forecast area. Now we had a great growing season. We got the rains at the right time and a wetter than normal July for a lot of the area, and June, in some places there was just too much rain in June over our southeast counties. Back in May and early June it was a little dry up here in the northwest, but overall nice summer. But then August came around and the flash drought ramped up. And since that time, we haven't been able, other than one period where it was especially wet, we haven't been able to kick that abnormal dryness can down the curb and out of our way. And the drought is worsening because we're just not making much in the way of gains. We need more liquid out there, and the subsoils and a lot of the topsoils are quite dry for the time of year, and water levels are low on streams, rivers, and ponds. Extreme drought here from Carroll over to Howard counties, Tipton County included, a lot of Cass County, and then you've got severe drought from Lebanon back to Cayuga, and then all the way up here to Monon. The only areas that aren't having moisture issues and have gotten more in the way of liquid is down here in our far southeast Park County, and then also way up here in the north of Winnemac up towards DeMott, Lake Village, and northwest of Rochester. We do have a wetter pattern ahead. We're going to gain more liquid here from melting snow, snow and ice down the road, but also just pure rainfall, and we need to. It's going to be good to get the soils to thaw and crack open, so when it does rain, it does percolate deep into the subsoil. We do have some snow showers ahead, some snow and icy mix as well, but also much warmer weather still expected. Rain showers, not snow, here in the mid-February, even some thunder ahead as well. And this could be some decent soaking rain for us as well. And then still looks like much colder weather late February, early March. 2 Arctic blasts coming in, and we've got the risk of snow and ice on multiple occasions with a very active storm track. We've had at least some scattered snow showers in parts of the area today, a few dustings and coatings around. I know on the north side of Lafayette we had a little light dusting for a while, but towards the south side of town, not so much. But these are pulling away, moving to the southeast. We've got some clearing now in the northern part of the area, but also some lake effect clouds in the far north that are trying to sink southward. The heavier snows are down here as expected. Southern Indiana, down into Ohio, parts of Kentucky. This is actually south of Seymour, Indiana, the NDOT plow cam where the snow is coming down. I believe this is north of Madison in southeastern Indiana. And finally, this one is Salem, Washington County. This one is north of Madison, down in southeastern Indiana. So all down in this pocket, but you get the idea. Roads nasty down there. A lot of snow coming down. If you're headed towards Louisville or Cincinnati, that area, this is what you're going to have to deal with. But our temperatures are running warmer today, running in the upper 20s to low 30s. 30 Monticello, 28 at the Purdue Airport. It's 33 at Rockville, and it's 27 at Tipton. There's the sun out at Frankfort, and there's some of the sunshine at Dayton. We can see the clouds off in the distance as they push southeastward after a few flakes earlier. Now, tonight's interesting. If we keep the clouds, we just hang out in the teens. We are like 11 to 18. If we can somehow get some big holes in the clouds, not only will the temperature tank in those holes, tank to the single digits, but also freezing fog will form in those areas because there's not going to be much wind tonight. So the big question is, how many holes do we get in some of this cloudiness coming in from the north? So we'll kind of keep lows about 10 to about 17 degrees, about 12 in Greater Lafayette. If we do get some pockets of sustained clearing, it could get down to 7. And in those pockets, there could be some freezing fog. I'm going to watch that closely and watch these cloud trends. Otherwise, tonight's okay. Tomorrow, just a few spotty snow showers and flurries around. Thursday, a little better snow shower coverage. We may get a little burst of some scattered snow showers for a time, midday to early afternoon. There could be some dustings or coatings out of that. You can see right here, 2/10 of an inch of snow, 3/10 of an inch of snow sort of thing, 1/2 an inch of snow. Then we watch the clipper on Friday. So this will come in from the northwest, pretty vigorous, a lot of wind with it. The wind's really going to crank up Thursday night and into Friday. It'll be southwest, then go to the west, and then the northwest. Some snow in our northeast counties, but I think from Rensselaer down to Lebanon and westward, including Rockville, Lafayette, Pine Village, and Fowler and Kentland, there will be very little snow. It's mainly going to be a bout of a little sleet, freezing rain, and then just maybe a few raindrops as temperatures rise above freezing. So if we're going to get an inch of snow, maybe 2 inches of snow, we'll wait and see. It's going to be this northeastern corridor right here, and then the amount's really kind of lower, if I can latch onto that, latch onto a word. Where was I going with that? They will taper off, that's what I was looking for, here in our western and our southwestern counties for Friday. But be aware, if there is a little sleet and freezing rain at the onset, a few slick spots, and any snow would give you a few slick spots as well. Then we watch the much warmer weather coming in. So mid to late next week, it's windy, it's much warmer, there'll be some fog over this cold ground and snowpack that will be melting rapidly, and we're going to get some rain. Probably a couple waves of rain embedded in this storm system, and then yet another system brings even warmer air in, closer to like the 15th, 16th, something like that, somewhere in the middle, with rain, even some thunder mixed in as well. And then a final rainfall event comes in just prior to the Arctic blast in late February that could bring rain and even some thunder to the area. So there are opportunities for rain here, moisture that we're going to gain to chip away at this kind of longer term drought that is evolving. And much warmer, look at the oranges and pinks and reds. A little colder for now. Cold weather into the weekend, but it's going to feel much better come next week and beyond. And it's going to feel downright spring-like towards, I think, the mid part of February as temperatures rise much above normal. But you will notice here, that's the cold coming in from the northwest, and that's the cold wave that will send us back way below normal. Keep it cold into early March, 2 rounds of cold, and with precipitation running above normal, this will be an active storm track. So the snow and ice risk will be rising. Much more winter weather is ahead. I mean, look at the snow depth forecast for February the 20th, or projected for February the 20th. Lots of melting. I mean, it'll be so mild that we're going to get rid of the snowpack in Iowa, southern Wisconsin, a lot of Michigan. No snowpack in Nebraska either, parts of southeast Minnesota. But then, boom, we are into early March and the very end of February, and we make big gains in the snowpack, a deep snowpack over a good chunk of the Midwest due to multiple rounds of snowfall and icy precip will be possible. So winter is going to come back with kind of a vengeance in late February to early March after nice, warmer, wetter weather. But mid-March, the analog data, it's all turning towards a nice warm-up. It dries, temperatures 60s and 70s for a few days, but I wouldn't get used to that either. I do think it will get sharply colder in late March, may even have one last snowfall event in late March. So tonight, 12, 25 tomorrow, just a couple flurries and snow showers around, with highs 22 to 26 doing it area-wide. The wind's not a big factor. They'll be out of the north-northeast, though. Then we look to Thursday. Well, the wind does crank up. Cranks up for a while, mainly on Thursday night. It's fine in the morning, a wind of 5. 23 at noon, 28 at 3, and 22 at 7. And then temperatures not falling much at all in the evening. In fact, we'll probably drop to 19 or 20, then rise as the wind cranks up Thursday night. But a period of some scattered snow showers around, with highs 25 to 30 degrees. But with that wind cranking up, your wind chills dropping into the teens to about 20. A lot of wind on Thursday night, a lot of wind on Friday, some snow and icy mix and even a few rain showers, 36, 25 Saturday, but 31 Sunday, we're up to 36 Monday and 43 on Tuesday. There's the rain shower action coming in on Wednesday and perhaps even Thursday of next week, and then just a hair cooler next Friday, and then beyond that, we're going to surge rapidly into the 50s.